Welcome back to Charlie's Chewies, where we are creating a dog company from scratch. And I just want to take a moment to share with you the truth about what it's like to start a company and to start a company with nothing. I just want to share with you that it's not easy, right? I mean, if it was easy, everybody would do it. I started this process a couple years ago, and I went through a very difficult time. Um, I was in a very unhealthy relationship in an unsupportive environment. And so whenever you're starting out a company, you have to realize that you're basically creating a life. Even when I'm going through and I want to share the screen with you, you have to so I looked it up and I went to the office of the Illinois Secretary of State. In order to start an LLC, you have to establish your articles of organization, and that takes a minimum of $150. Now, I just want to share with you the promise that God has given me is full restoration in my finances, in my relationships, in all areas of my life, including my mental health, my physical health, all of that. That's what I've asked God for. And it says if you ask anything in his name, um, he will give it to you. And that's in faith, according to my life, the things that I need in order for me to be fully restored would be to have a company that is sustaining and that I can sustain myself with my own efforts through a business. But in order to do that, it's just like Moses who split the Red Sea with the Israelites that were coming out of captivity. For a very long period of my life, I was in a very dark place, right? So it was just like being in captivity. And I'm coming out of that place where I'm learning to trust in him in every area of my life. And I think the same thing is true whenever you're starting a company. You have to start it out in faith and believe that God is for you, that there's a force out there that's greater than you that wants you to succeed. And so the vision, the mission is a treat straight from the heart. So people can hear my voice, they can hear the testimony of the person and the service dog behind this company. We were involved in a very, very difficult um separation from my prior family. I had kids, I had a wife, I had, you know, I had a vision. I wanted to start this dog company, and it all came crashing down. And so for the next 3 years of my life, I put all that on hold. I put all of this dog company on hold so that I could get right with God and figure out my own mental health, right? So the goals that I wrote out for this week, just to share with you,
Where you go, buddy? Here, Charles. Let's see if you can get this
I
one.
wrote them down, right? I wrote them down for this week. And the goals were to open a business account, to research and download the LLC paperwork for Illinois, um, to figure out how much the pet feed license in the state would be, and to take Charlie with me to the local bank to establish that. Now, we are still at, we have figured out, we went to the local bank today, and I'll probably show you a clip of the video of us coming out of the business, out of the bank account, or about out of the bank, realizing after talking with the lady, she said, well, you need your articles first. You need to have your IEN, which is your tax ID for your LLC, in order for you to establish a business account at the bank, which is fine. But in that moment, I just want you to understand that, like, as a business owner and as just as a human being, it 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 caused me to feel like, is this right?
Behind you.
Is this what I should be doing? Like, all of those self-doubts, they come up. They come up. And as an entrepreneur, you've seen all the other videos of me just having fun with my service dog. I'm the best when I'm in the kitchen, and I love cooking, and I love cooking with my service dog. I love building that anticipation. It's all this other stuff that really tests me. It tests my mettle. because in order to have the grit to get through this, I have to completely trust in God because I don't have the money to open up a business account. It is like at right now at present day, I don't have the money. So this is that moment where I literally have to say, okay, God, I need $150 to establish the articles. I need $100 minimum deposit for the bank account, and I'm going to need another couple $100 for the testing for the dog feed, to be able to get the dog feed license, to get the treat tested, and so that it comes with like the packaging and the, all of the nutritional facts and everything that I can slap on the treat pouches to sell them. So there are steps
Charles, do you like
along the way where I'm literally like,
Yeah.
God, is this what you want me to do? Because I'm here at this precipice. I'm here at the Red Sea, and I'm just saying, okay, God, I don't have the money. I don't have the funds.
Oh, is that good?
I don't have the resources to start a company from scratch without help from you.
This one looks
So I'm going to lay down my staff, and I'm going to hope that it turns into something. Like I'm just going to pray and have faith and say, okay, God, I need about $500. I need about $500
Yeah, there we
to
go.
start this company so that I can get this company going. Right. So there's that. I mean, I'm just being honest that like your mindset going into this is everything.
Nice tasty stuff.
And this is a walk of faith.
Smells
This is a complete walk of faith.
this one.
And I'm sure that there's many entrepreneurs out there that would probably tell you the same thing. There's many out there that I know that started with absolutely nothing, and they had to have complete faith in themselves and in God
And you're a good swimmer.
to be able to provide those answers along the way. Well, here I am. Here I am, Lord. And I'm just saying to you and to God, I'm just saying, hey, if you want this business to succeed, I need a miracle. I need $500
Yep.
to be able to open up this business and actually make Charlie's Chewies not just a dream, not just a vision, but to make this a reality. And if this is what you want for my life, then I need you, Lord Jesus, to come through with me, to walk with me, to give me the confidence to continue to pursue the next steps in this business. And so this is the truth behind entrepreneurship that I don't know if many people will be honest with you and tell you that this whole week has been a trial for me. I've had many things come up in the way, relationships, personal issues, finance issues. I've had many barriers that have got in the way of what I love to do, which is making treats, sending a good message, sharing with people the good news, and sharing people the truth about the treat process. You know, I've made, I will share this with you. I want to share with you this update, right? So we got these business cards in the mail, and this is something that you learn. You learn as a business owner as you go, right? I spent about $45 on all these business cards, and the email address to be able to get in contact with me is so small that you can hardly ever read it. Like I'm having trouble reading it, and I have 20/20 vision. And you don't know that until you know. Like you don't know until you actually spend the money, get the business cards, and realize that the writing is so small that you can't even see the email. And then I also learned that these dynamic codes that you register on a free code generator, they're not free. It was a trial. And now whenever I hand out these business cards, if somebody tries to scan the dynamic code because it expired, then it's not going to register and it's not going to pull up the initial video to the link to the YouTube channel. So these are lessons that you learn along the way as an entrepreneur, and I'm learning them the hard way, right? I spent the money and now I'm figuring out, wow, you really don't know until you know. And these are the stumbling blocks that I'm coming across. But I just wanted to share with you that update and share with you the truth about the experience that I'm having as a small business owner and an entrepreneur, a visionary, somebody who wants to start a franchise company with an amazing dog treat recipe for animals. Because this treat wouldn't just work with dogs. I think it would also work with cats, just because of the nature of how the quality, it's all human grade ingredients, all human grade, mostly made from organic materials. The stuff that's not organic, we're talking like baking powder. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need organic baking powder, but you understand what I'm saying, that like, to do this from start to finish, the vision of having a company that's franchised so that you can have franchisees who have dog treat businesses underneath your brand. That is my vision. And I want to offer that to veteran entrepreneurs. I want to be able to offer that as a package deal that people could franchise, pay the franchise fee, or if they win a contest through, a veteran entrepreneurship business journey program or whatever, that they would get free access to be able to start their own their own dog treat business, but underneath my brand. That's the ultimate vision that I have. And if it's of God, it'll work. I'm going to post this video because like, this is the truth behind the entrepreneurship process. I put on I share with you my heart on my sleeve. When I'm excited, you see that I'm in the kitchen, I'm enjoying myself, I'm having fun, I'm playing with Charlie, I'm enjoying the cooking process. I love sampling out treats and going different places and sharing the treats with people. But it's the in-between moments, the downtime, when I'm doing all this behind the scenes stuff, that's when the enemy keeps trying to come in and attack me with my own thoughts, with all these other distractions in my life. And so I had to cut a lot of those distractions out and just come to God and just say, Lord, if this is of you, then it will be done. And if not, then it won't. And either way, he's going to get praises. But if he comes through, if he comes through, then you will hear about it. And I'll share with you the testimony about how he comes through. And if not, then I'll share with you the testimony about what he wants me to do. But I'm believing and I'm having faith that this is part of the calling that I have on my life, is to start a company from scratch on faith, completely dependent on God's will, God's blessing, and his hand on this business. And that's it. So I will see you in the next video.